Hi everyone, it's Katrina and welcome to episode 2 of the Wedding Diaries series. This one is going to be all about my bridesmaids proposal gift bags and like what I put in it, why I decided to include those things. If you have been following me on Instagram, the last couple of months have been really tough, a roller coaster for my family and I feel like this project has been a big source of joy and just something that I've been looking forward to, and like every little step of the way I've been getting really excited about it. The reason why this was such a huge project was because I had this vision that I would think about what I wanted to put in the bag and then reach out to the different brands and see if they were willing to gift those products to be part of this bag and part of this video. And so I pitched them individual ideas and coordinated with each brand individually to make this all together. And so I'm so grateful that they all agreed and they wanted to be a part of it. Just to be very transparent, I made it clear that I wasn't looking for any one brand to sponsor this video. I didn't want to get any money from it, but I did accept their gifted products. So all of these things that are in here, besides like the cards that I'll show you, were gifted to me by the brands. And hopefully you can trust that these are products, brands that I vetted, that I support, that I love. A lot of them I've worked with in the past or I'm an affiliate with, and I'm just super excited that they could be part of the wedding journey and that I can share them with my closest family and friends too. So without further ado, I want to talk through the different stuff in here. So here is the bag. On the front, I included this card, and I actually have double copies of them because Shutterfly's order was coming slow and then it didn't come in time. I talked to customer service, they sent me a new order, so now I have two, which actually works perfectly because they're two-sided, and then I taped the front onto the actual bag so that this can kind of be like the personalization of each bag so I know whose is who. And then on the back, I created these little flyers on Canva that explains what's inside the gifts. It says, "Hope you like your gifts. They were chosen with love and care." I'm very excited about these cards. They were so trial and error. I had to go into Canva, resize it, do it, but really happy with how it turned out. I got a photo of me and each of the girls, and then I put together like a little personalized like inside joke kind of caption. So the card is what they'll see when they first open up that bag, and that way they can take a look at it and then it'll explain all of their gifts. The first gift is from Linear. So it says here, a beautiful Linear combo, a dainty diamond plus 14K solid gold, either necklace, earrings, or ring, in the cutest little jewelry case. Perfect for your trips and wedding weekend. If you've been here for a while, you know that Linear has a really special place in my heart. They are an Asian woman-owned jewelry brand that really focuses on sustainably made pieces at fair prices, and I've actually been working with them since 2021, and I've done multiple videos with them and blog posts and different posts, so I'll put them here and link them down below. I've said this before, but my favorite thing about Linear is really their team. They are so sweet and so personable, and they always treat me with so much respect and kindness, and to be very honest, that's not always easy to find in this influencer creator space, especially when you don't have a huge following, but they always just show that they value me, and I really love just having their support. And after Ryan and I got engaged, they actually sent us a box of chocolates, which it was so sweet, and I've never had a brand send such a personal gift before. So I was just so appreciative of their team, their founders, Roman and Jen, Natalie, who I work with all the time. Thank you all so much. I've been wearing their gold vermeil and sterling silver jewelry for years now, and I'm really excited because in this video I'm going to be introducing you all and introducing my bridesmaids, maid of honors, to their gold and diamond pieces. So they have 14K solid gold in white gold and the yellow gold. All of their diamonds are lab grown and 100% conflict free, and they also use 100% recycled gold. So if that matters to you and you really look for brands that are sourcing ethically, this is really a brand that you should have on your radar. So in each bag, there is a little jewelry case like this. This is their mini jewelry case. I think it's so cute. I do think that this is a good size for like a short trip and definitely like a wedding weekend. I think their other bigger size is a little bit too big, so I thought this was cute, and it's just very high quality, very luxe. It looks gorgeous. And inside, they have the jewelry that I'm giving them. So for my maid of honors and my cousin Shannon, one of my bridesmaids, I am giving them the Miriam ring, which is also the ring that I'm wearing here. So cute. I started wearing the one in white topaz and gold vermeil for a couple years. I really loved it and I wanted to upgrade to the diamond one, and I think that it just adds such a nice shine. I feel like the shine matches my engagement ring, which is very cool. I could wear it on this finger, I could wear it on my middle finger, and I love it. So dainty. It has a little bit of those diamonds in the middle. So I got this ring for both Karen and Eileen because they're both more silver wearers, I think. And Karen on the day-to-day doesn't really wear earrings or necklaces very much, but she has been wanting a dainty ring, and last time I didn't get quite the right size, so I'm really hoping that this one fits. And I also think it's kind of cute because then we'll all be able to match, and she seemed into matching rings because when we went to Japan she wanted to get like these matching rings. And then with Eileen, she has a daily like necklace that she already wears that's silver, and she seems most excited about like her ring stacks and she wears them a lot. She also likes the other ring that I gave her before, which was this Ilse one but with blue topaz, and so I think she'll like this too. As for my cousin Shannon, we just have very similar taste. It was so funny because she was looking through the linear site and she said that she saw one of the rings that she liked, and I was like, let me guess, is it Miriam? And then she was like, yes! And we were cracking up because that is also one of my favorite rings, and so I knew that she would like this one. The next jewelry piece I got for 3 of my bridesmaids was the Athena necklace. This is the daintiest little necklace you've ever seen. It's so cute. I wasn't really sure how to display it because it was so tiny and it kind of moved around. But this necklace, I think, is just such a subtle piece that could be stacked or worn on its own, and it doesn't make you feel too flashy. It's not heavy, it doesn't weigh you down. And so I thought that this would be really nice for my cousin Sarah because she has a gold plated necklace that she always wears. So I thought this would be really nice on top of that. And then my sister doesn't wear too much jewelry, and she definitely doesn't like switch out her jewelry, but she always wears these yellow gold and diamond hoops that my grandma gave her. So I thought that this would be a really good necklace to match with that. And then I got the white gold version for my cousin Bonnie, who only wears silver jewelry, and she said she liked this one the best. I'm really excited to see them all wear it, and I have a necklace that's really similar to this, so I'll match them as well. And the last jewelry piece goes to my cousin Bernice, and these are the Aria earrings. This is in the 2.5 millimeters. She looked really good with her diamond necklaces on her wedding, and she has really small earlobes. So I thought that this small size would be really nice and just have that little pop of shine. I did recently ask Bernice if she likes silver or gold jewelry, and she said silver, so I really hope she likes these as well. Gift number 2 is kind of like a combo piece. So it says, marigold masks are my favorite. It definitely takes more time and effort than a sheet mask, but it's worth it, I promise. Carve out 10 minutes for yourself. Your skin will feel so good. Tip, only add a little bit of water until you get a yogurty consistency. When they gifted them to me years ago, they just made me feel so good, and I would save them for those special occasions when I really wanted like to make my skin feel good, or when I was giving a little treat to my parents, I would give them that little mask facial, and so I wanted to give them that. I reached out to their owner, Hillary. So sweet, and I just want to give a shout out to Hillary because every time I talk to her, she's the founder, the owner of Marigold, I'm just so reminded that there are real humans behind these brands. She's always telling me and updating me about her family and just like what's going on with the brand, and I really feel like we have this relationship and connection, which I think is just so rare because a lot of times you aren't talking directly to the owner or the founder of a company. So I'm gifting each of my girls a ritual kit and a marigold mask. And it's so funny because when I was looking on their site trying to figure out which scent should I give them, I saw this review, and as I was reading it, I was like, whoa, this sounds exactly like me. This is exactly how I feel about Marigold products. And on the bottom it said, I can't wait to give these in like my future bridesmaids proposal boxes or whatever. And I was like, whoa, like this is me. And I looked over to the name and it said Katrina T, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is me. I remember because back then when I left that review, I accidentally spelled my last name wrong, and so the initial was a T. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I had totally forgot about that, but it felt like such a full circle moment where I was like, wow, I had already thought about this very moment 2 years ago when I first tried marigold masks, and it's so exciting to be able to come back around now and to include these in these boxes for my girls. The ritual kit is this beautifully packaged little dish. It's handmade, a ceramic dish here, and it comes with a brush and a spoon, and that's what you use to pick up the powder from the masks. And you put it on here, you add a little bit of water, and you just mix it, and then that's how you apply it to your face. I just think this is so beautifully put together, and I just love their whole mission, which is very much like take time to pause, just treat yourself, be present with yourself. And I think their masks are a good reminder of that because, like I said, they're not like a, oh, you throw on your face and you go do stuff. It's like you need to take the time to make that mask. It's trial and error. But I think that it's just a really great moment for me to be like, all right, let me stop what I'm doing, just take this time to slow down and just take care of myself. All of Marigold's products are vegan, cruelty-free. They use organic materials wherever they can, and they're made especially for people with sensitive skin. I don't know if any of you are like me, but my skin always feels very irritated and itchy when I am using those sheet masks, but for these Marigold masks, I haven't found myself feeling irritated. Yeah, I just love it, and I really hope that they use it. I know it's gonna be a lot of effort, but if you all are watching this, just take some time, use it, and if you really don't want it, give it back to me, I'll use it. If you've been on Instagram with me or if you watched some of my recent videos, you might have saw that I recently went to Singapore and I was invited to the Love Bonito store and one of their brand events, and I recently joined their ambassador team. I'm actually wearing their clothes right now. So this is like the Joey top. This is, I think, the Kaya denim crop jacket. These pajamas are not Love Bonito because I like to wear pajama pants when I film, but I love their clothes. They have so many different styles, and since I've been posting them, I've been talking to a lot of people, including some of my bridesmaids-to-be, about Love Bonito, and they've been liking their clothes and kind of just thinking about what to buy but haven't bought it yet. And so I really wanted to just give them that opportunity to make their purchase. I thought a $75 gift card would be a good amount because a lot of their items are less than $75, so they can definitely get 1 or 2 pieces, and I'm really excited to see what everybody chooses. And I haven't chosen like wedding colors or anything yet, but I am into that mismatched like bridal party look, and so if they want to save it for later on and use it for their bridesmaid's dress, I think that would be great too. And I wanted to give that as an option because I want to do like as much as I can to alleviate the financial like load of being in a bridal party. I don't want to add stress for anyone, and I'll talk about this later too. I just want us to all have fun and be there, and if they want to use that for the bridesmaid's dress, they have so many cool nice dresses, skirts on their site that I think would be great options. But what I'm really excited about is the gift cards that I made. So Love Bonito only has electronic, like digital gift cards. And so I really wanted to put something in the bag. So I decided to go on Canva and I made makeshift little gift cards. So I printed them out. They're on this nice little cardstock, and on the back it says, here is your $75 Love Bonito gift card. Can't wait to see what you get. And I was gonna put the code on here, but my mom was like, wait, if you put the code on here, won't the people at Shutterfly like get the code? What if they use it? And I was like, Mom, you're a genius. So I left the code spot empty and I'll just fill it in with my own pen. These are like the little things that make me so excited, you know, just like when I had this idea, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that. And there was also a discount for Shutterfly. So basically, after all of this, I paid 14 cents for my Shutterfly order, and I'll tell you more about that later, but I was so excited to make all these little things happen. Next gift here is this Stratia eye cream. So it says, if you're still looking for your holy grail eye cream, maybe the Stratia one will be it. A little really goes a long way. And so this is my current eye cream, and I really wanted to include, you know, some of my favorite skincare here, but I felt like skincare is something so individualized, and people typically have already like their cleansers, their lotions. So even though my favorite like Stratia product is actually like their inner face moisturizer, I knew that that might not be the best gift to give, but I thought eye cream was easier to give because I feel like people are a little bit more experimental and willing to just try new eye creams out, and if you're not using it, it's kind of like a splurge luxury product kind of thing. And ultimately, I talked to some of my friends and just kind of like asked them about their eye creams. They haven't quite found the one that they really love. They're still trying things out. And so I felt like they might be open to just trying this one out and seeing how they like it. Next up, we have these eyelashes from Fallen Lashes. One of my family members recently started this eyelash company and I just really want to support them. I think their lashes are beautiful. Today is actually the first time that I successfully put on these. This is their fairy style. When I first tried them on, I posted 2 different kinds, the fairy and the goddess, and I posted it on my Instagram, like, which one do you like? Little did everyone know, I was actually doing research for these bridesmaid bags. All of them voted for fairy, which was also my favorite, and the ones that I have now. I realized that they actually go like in an order where you can put one whole row on your eyes, and the way it goes is like smaller and then like thicker and back to smaller, and I didn't know when I was putting just a bunch of the ones in the middle, so I actually have like a long piece up front, but I actually feel like it looks okay. Maybe you didn't even notice, maybe you did. But I just feel like these are so natural, they're lightweight, and they don't feel annoying. Because every time I have someone put falsies on, I just can't wait to rip them off, but I honestly can't even tell that I have them on. So I think that they just are really flattering. They're great for people who are noob like me, because if you actually see, they're kind of like uneven and stuff. This one I put above my eyelashes, all the other ones I put under my real eyelashes, and I think overall it looks really nice. Just like the other things, I feel like falsies are something that they're extra. They're kind of hard for me personally to want to buy falsies, but they're always something that when I wear them, I feel like extra pretty, and I know some of my cousins and friends feel the same way. We're all kind of noobs at putting them on, but we do like to have them on, and we always like someone to help us put it on. So I thought it'd be really nice to just include this to also support my family who is starting this business. And we're finally at the end. So the last one is your hair and makeup for the big day. Can't wait to get glammed up together. Having 7 bridesmaids maid of honors was big, and the biggest cost of that would be the hair and makeup. And I went back and forth with this with Ryan, where I was like, do we just like no bridal party? Do I choose just a couple? Do I not? Like, do we pay for it or not? Ultimately, I decided like no matter what, even if it comes out of my personal budget, not even the wedding budget, this is something that matters to me. This is something that I want to pay for. And so I'm excited for it. And I think that it would just be, yeah, fun to get glammed up together. And I want to be able to treat them to that. And that concludes the little gift bag. I wanted to just give a couple of Shutterfly tips in case any of you wanted to make these personal cards. For Shutterfly, they do lots of coupons. Always look for coupons that they have. Free shipping with new accounts. My mom had some credit card points that she could redeem for gift cards, and so she redeemed a Shutterfly gift card. So I was able to use that gift card, and ultimately in the end I just paid 14 cents. Perfect like Shutterfly card here, and then this card stock goes in the top. Oh, lastly, I wanted to talk a little bit about just the bag. So I know typically people put it in boxes, and I think boxes look nicer in that you can see everything at once, but ultimately I wanted to be as, as intentional as I could, and I actually went to the thrift store looking for boxes and kind of like trays and stuff, but I couldn't really find anything that I liked, and I kind of thought like this gift is for my recipients, and I don't think anybody wants like a thrifted box or crate or whatever. I also feel like it's really like boxes are very bulky, and I feel like they take up a lot of space, whereas bags, they're just like simple. You can easily re-gift it. They can just take this off. This was just put by Scotch tape on the back, so they can peel it off, they can reuse the bag, and it just is like a very nice, like minimal little bag that serves its purpose. I just got these bags off Temu, and I looked for one that was taller because I felt like it was good to put something on it, and I also think it just looks a little bit more like elevated and hidden. You can't really see what's going on, but everything fits really nicely. I didn't want to have to put so much filling or anything, so I wanted to choose a bag that was just the right dimensions, that would fit everything really nice and tight in there, so that things wouldn't move around. And love the way it turned out. I don't have to decorate it. I just feel like this is it. I really hope they like it. I am going to give it to them tomorrow and Sunday, and honestly, I think that's the part that I'm the most nervous about. I don't know. I'm not a big... Like, I personally, I hate when people give you something and want you to open the gift like right in front of them. But with these, I feel like almost there has to be that kind of like, oh, opening it in front of people. And so I think they'll feel a little awkward, I'll feel a little awkward, but hopefully it'll be okay. But we're just not those kind of friends like the ones you see on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, where they're like, oh my god, they start crying and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna cry! But I hope that they can just like feel the love and the thought, and hope they like it, hope they use them, wear them, and if not, give them back to me, give them back to me. I'm not sure why I moved onto the bed, but now you can see like just how messy. I just wanted to end this video with some more like thoughts that I've had going through this bridal party, kind of like who I would choose, if I would choose, blah blah blah, was a huge source of anxiety and insecurity for me. And I think a huge part of the bridal party thoughts that were in my mind were I didn't want anyone to do it out of obligation. It's really interesting because one of my friends is always asking me like, oh, I'll do what you want. Like whatever you want, I'm cool with. And I get that. I really get where she's coming from. And at the same time, like, I don't know, because I think a big part of it is if other people want to be a part of it, or if they want to know, or if they want to do something, like I'm totally cool with it. But I'm not someone that's really like, oh, like I would want you to do this even if you feel less than 100, like I would want this. And so I think one of the main concerns that I had was that I know that being in a bridal party can come with financial burden. There are just a lot of costs in general with it, right? And so I think my thought was, how can I kind of try to take away that the financial part of it, so that if they say yes or if they say no, it's because they either want to or not want to be a part of that day in that capacity. In terms of expectations, I don't really have any like bridal party expectations, except that, you know, on the day of, they're like walking down with us, that they're there with us, that they're kind of part of the wedding in that way. But in terms of planning, like Ryan and I have talked about it, because we plan the wedding together, and like the planning part is quite fun for me. Like I loved putting this together and just thinking about it, and I'm starting very early and he's with me along the way too. I don't really feel like I need anybody else in terms of like the planning process, but I do think that maybe we will need help like as it gets closer doing certain tasks. And so I'm hoping that, you know, our wedding party can be people that we can lean on, and just also people to hype us up and bring energy, because we really want to, yeah, just like have fun, feel supported, feel loved, and be surrounded by the people who are really there for us, right? Who've been there for us and love us. I have no idea if these girls are gonna say yes or no, so maybe by the time I post this video, I'll have the answer. But ultimately, what I can control is just that I enjoyed putting those bags together. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope they like it, and I hope you all like this video too. After the wedding, when I put together like a wedding tips video, I know that the first one is going to be therapy, because it has actually been such a good like source of guidance and just space for me to be able to just talk and process through all the thoughts that I have. I think it's great, and I'm really excited for the wedding and just to be able to throw a fun party for the people we love. But it comes with a lot of thoughts that I think are worth it for me to be able to try to navigate, though. I think that coming out on the other side of it, I will become a stronger, more clear version of myself. But a lot of insecurities and thoughts and anxieties have risen throughout this process, and it's been a journey already, and I'm still so far away from the big day, but I'm excited to just go through it, to soak in the parts that make me happy, to do more of what makes me excited, and to share it all with you. And so let me know if you ever want to see anything, if you relate, if you have any questions. I just want to shout out again, thank you so much to all these brands. Thank you so much for being a part of this video, being a part of our wedding journey, and I will see you all next time. 'Cause I feel haunted in my bedroom. The floorboards in the next room will keep me warm. Appreciate it. What a surprise. Was it really? Yeah, because I'm like, I actually kind of thought it was gonna be this, but then Ryan said Ryan would be weird, and then you were like, and then I was trying to leave, and then he's like,
Like, you're being so... Yeah, everyone was in there and I was like, why am I on?
Are you surprised, Karen?
Yeah, super surprised. She's still there.
Super surprised?
Because Ryan was being weird.
Ryan was being weird.
At least Ryan told us this time.
I know.
At least Ryan told you?
I never feel alone. I think I overstayed my welcome, but I think you want me to stick around.